Hello and welcome back to DC Universe. I am Section 31 and this is Freelancer. This is part 3 of my full play series. And here's the story. So, Giganta and Wonder Girl, not Wonder Woman, but Wonder Girl, are fighting. They are going after each other, so you will hear people asking, hey, where's Wonder Girl? Where's Wonder Girl? We'll get to Wonder Girl eventually. I have a larger hammer, and I am going to try and run through this as quickly as I can. This is a pretty populated area, so we do have several groups of people, at least it seems like they're groups of people, taking on this area. Sometimes you get credit for their kills, sometimes you don't. I think it's a matter of proximity. So I'll show you that shortly. I'll show you what you do and don't get credit for. So I'm trying to get a little bit for these two, even though he started the fight, and I get credit for both. So that works for me. And the tougher objective is the spellbound Amazons. You want to grab them. So he grabbed one, and I got nothing for it. So there seems to be some kind of mechanic which separates you from your friendlies. But I've already knocked out 12 out of 20 of the bestiamorphs. Of course, I'm going the wrong direction, but I will get another knockout, and I will get another 2 knockouts. I'm going to go help out the Amazon, defeat these gigantic rhinos. And between the 2 Amazons and myself with the giant hammer, we made mincemeat out of that guy. So, of course, my dumbass isn't paying attention to where the objectives really are at this point. I'm going around and defeating these bestiamorphs and trying to see if the bestiamorphs are what become the objective. I'm trying to see if you kill them and then they become the objective. I find out now that they are the Amazons and they're in those purple force fields. So I'm going to start dealing with that. I'm going to make like a beeline for the Amazons. Get as many as I can as quickly as I can. So we finally got our second Amazon. All the bestiamorphs we need to kill are down. And I've got a friend fighting with me. Although he's not a friend. I don't know him either. He's just a random person in the same area that I am. Wasting a lot of time with trash. Definitely need to be more deliberate. And here's a bug. So there was an Amazon there, and she's not there anymore. She jumped. She flew away. And all that's left is this Ravager. Berserker. I'm sorry. He's not a Ravager. So hopefully this one won't fly away. So he can pull all 3 of these guys in. And you get to see one of my favorite new abilities. I don't know the technical term for it, so I'm just going to call it Ice Pyramid. What happens is it's an ultimate ability, so when you build up that bar that you can slowly see expanding on the number 5 ability, when you fill that up, you have the ability to encase yourself in an ice pyramid. When you encase yourself in that ice pyramid, it throws your enemies out of the way, and it heals you for all of your remaining health. So it's very useful if you're a tank. If you're in deep, deep trouble, you can encase yourself in this pyramid, kind of, sort of, save yourself without a healer. Now there's a spellbound Amazon that got freed that I did not get credit for. But I'm definitely going to get credit for this one. I'm knocking out all 3 of them myself. Now, I don't know if that gentleman got credit either, but he just left. He's doing his own thing. I'm gonna keep wandering around and looking for those purple force fields wherever I can find them in order to get out of this area as quickly as I can. This video is a very good demonstration of how sidetracked I can get when it comes to dealing with trash. I get sidetracked in this area. I want to kill all the trash that I see, but I have to go find these objectives. So I'm gonna jump back out here and try and find these objectives. On the bright side, they respawn very, very quickly, so even if you've got a group of people who are doing the same quest as you, you can get them back quickly. So I'm just gonna hang out here and deal with anything I can. There was an enemy that actually followed me all the way back from over there just to get himself killed. Sometimes I guess they're not that smart. But we're only 2 Amazons away from finishing this area, and we can deal with that very quickly. There are 2 Amazons right here. So we'll take care of this one. And we will immediately go and take care of the next one.
Giganta kidnapped Wonder Girl? She's always wanted the power of an Amazon princess, and Circe must have promised her exactly that. We have to get to Wonder Girl quickly.
So now we learn what we've learned all along, and we get to see our quest givers disappear. But Giganta has kidnapped Wonder Girl, and Giganta is going to try to dump her mind into Wonder Girl's mind. So that's the long-term goal of this set of missions. We'll get to that eventually.
That Promethean flame will draw the information out of those bestiomorphs, no matter how the poor beasts try to protect their mistress.
Right now, this area is very, 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 very simple. All we have to do is knock these guys out. We have to go find as many as we can and knock them out. I'm pretty good at that. I love getting everyone's attention and then dealing with them promptly. I have a decent hunk of AoE attacks, and we have to interrogate these berserkers. But of course, the first berserker that I interrogate tells me exactly where Giganta took Wonder Girl. Why do I need to interrogate 4 more of them? I know where Wonder Girl is now. I can go deal with it. We don't need to do any of this. We can stop right now and go into the instance. Of course, we can't actually stop right now and go into the instance because it's a video game, and the video game wants me to do things. So I have to do what the video game wants me to do. Now, as you can tell, I'm a big fan of that spin attack. Does a lot of damage to everyone around me. And I love that pull, too. That pull just gets everyone right next to you, and you can just tear them down by spitting with your hammer. Now, you can see how quickly I completed the side quest. I have to continue to complete the main quest, which are these berserkers here and the drops from the marauders.
I tell you nothing.
Hey, he's tough. He told me nothing. Granted, the first one you interrogate tells you everything, and you still need to interrogate 4 more. So, we'll see what they've got to say when we get to them. For now, we're just gonna get the last couple bits of loot from the marauders. There's a nice group of them over there. We'll take care of these guys. Stop them from picking on the innocent people. This is a berserker. We get to interrogate him. He is 4 of 5. Let's see what he has to say.
The ritual has begun. You too
Okay,
late.
so we're too late. So nothing we're doing here has any purpose, and we're just wasting our time. There's the last bit of loot from the marauders. I just need that one more berserker. He's right down there. We'll take care of him in just a second. We'll spin attack and deal with everybody at once.
Circe promised Wonder Girl to Giganta.
Okay, we already know that, buddy. But we're done now.
The kidnapping, those mystic stones, all this points to Circe creating a ritual to swap Giganta's mind into Wonder Girl's body. This is really big. No pun intended.
Now there is a question mark down here. The question marks are different from the exclamation points because the question marks, they drop loot, except it's not your normal weapons and gear and Solder Cola type loot. It is collectible loot, so you add certain things to your collections, which if you complete a collection, it gives you more points towards your next skill point. So we got one more area before the instance. Let's get down there.
Circe's Sisyphean stones store massive amounts of magical energy. Destroy the stones and bring...
So destroy the stones and kill the enemies. Nothing complicated about any of this. Basically, this is the simplest of these missions. And we've got a Green Lantern over there with a shield, who, when you watch him, when he's actually on my screen, he seems to be doing quite a lot.
This flame could aid the sentinels of Magic's restorative incantations.
But I'm just gonna keep clearing out trash. And the Green Lantern wants me in his group, so of course, sure, why not? We can be on completely different sides of the area, and still our objectives will combine. But this train right here is the last time I see him. I don't see him do anything else for the rest of this set of missions. And I'm almost done. So I'm going to keep moving on, and I'm going to keep clearing out these stones. Keep clearing out this trash, collect any loot that I can.
I will impale you.
And of course you see somebody helping me out right there, but it's not Michael Wars. It's not our Green Lantern buddy. If you look at the mini-map, our Green Lantern buddy is that gray diamond. And he is way up in the sky. He's not doing anything. He's not helping me out, and he's actually leaving the area. So I went to go look for him, but I saw that he is a good solid, 100 feet out of the area. I am going to just clean house. I'm going to finish the last Sisyphean stone that I have to do, and I'm going to defeat the last bestiamorph that I have to do. I accidentally leap into another mob, but I'll be fine. I'm a tough guy. So we've defeated the last of the mob, and that is the last of the main quest. I've got to get myself out of this mess. So we'll see what I can do here. Got 2 of them. There's 3 or 4 more of them. Kind of in a deep spot. And where's my buddy? He's not here. I don't see him. Do you see him? Nope, he's not there. So we break the last stone, we get in the chat box, and we leave this freaking group. I don't want this guy getting any more credit for anything that I'm doing and he's not. I don't need any of these crafting ingredients, so I'm just going to let them go. And I am going to move out. We are moving to the next instance. That is the Metro Station building. Now, this is the perfect example of what not to do in an instance. I get very, very caught up in the volume of bestiamorphs that are in this building. I want to kill them all. I want to kill them all. I want to kill them all. So, as soon as I walk into this building, you're going to see me start to go for every single bestiamorph I can find. In the long run, it comes back to bite me in the ass, and I will explain why very shortly.
Against Giganta!
So this guy right here, he is the holder of a piece of loot that allows you to complete a side quest. You have to get to him before the Amazons get to him. If you clean out the trash and the Amazons attack him, you're not going to be able to complete your mission. You are going to be frustrated. You are going to be doing what I did and Googling where the hell is the Mirror of Narcissus. He has it. He's up there right now. I could go get it. I could beat him down and just take it from him. But instead, I just want to pull all the bestiamorphs. And I don't realize that they are constantly respawning. So the more you kill, the more they respawn. On the bright side, the NPC Amazons are helping you out quite a bit. They're kicking butt. They are doing damage to the bestiamorphs, and they can kill the general up there. You see the 2 in front, they're starting to shoot at him. The more you revive, the more can help you. But I'm going to try and grab this collectible, and I am going to try to do the other side quest, which is to free the police officers. They're in these 4 rooms off to the side. It's really no big deal. It's very, very simple side quest to complete. You get a Mark of Triumph and some Solder Cola, and that guy and those 2 on the left, they just spawned from nothing. So that is when you start to realize that this onslaught will never ever end. You can't just stay here and kill everybody. You have to move along. If you don't move along, enemies will just continue to spawn. But I've got some backup. And there's 2 new spawns, so we gotta kill them first. The iced up weapons are a nice buff to your weapons when you hit that frozen weapon ability and you freeze your weapons. It's a nice increase in DPS. Now, of course, I am in the DPS tree. Even though at level 10 I had the ability to switch to the tank tree, I was just moving so fast in this video series that I didn't even bother. I have not mapped any specific things to tank or DPS, and I have not switched to the tank role. I will eventually, but for now I don't seem to be having any problems taking damage. So we've got 2 of the 4 cops. The General Tullius is still there on the left. The quicker we deal with these guys, the quicker we can free the cops and get back to General Tullius. There's the ice pyramid. If you've taken a lot of damage, you can heal yourself up. It's also a very limited amount of protection. You eat a couple of hits while you're in that ice pyramid before the ice pyramid breaks. And of course, there's a fresh new spawn of enemies here. If you don't kill them quickly enough, they'll just respawn and you have to kill them again and again and again before you can free the cop. So free the cop, get out of the room as quickly as possible.
They took Wonder Girl.
I think Wonder Girl's in trouble too. So we go to the next room, we deal with the next cop, and of course you'll see a second set of enemies spawning with this cop too. I don't get these guys fast enough, even though I mow them down. Nail these 2 guys, start freeing the police officer. Oh, I guess I made it. Okay, so I completed 50 missions there. I got 10 points towards my next skill point, and the general is gone. So either she killed him or he just disappeared. But the upside is if you log out of the game, you can log back in and the instance will reset. So if you notice right off the bat that you missed the general, you can log off and log right back in and just restart the instance and go right back for him. Or you can do what I did and try and kill every piece of trash in the building. So, let's get back to that. Let's get back to killing trash. It's not difficult trash, and I do have a very large hammer. I'm very fond of this particular hammer design, and in DC Universe, once you've unlocked a design, you can keep that design forever. You never ever need to change it, and if you do change it, you can always come back to a design that you have. So I like this hammer a lot, and I am going to keep it unless I find something better. But it looks like something out of a cartoon. It looks like something out of Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. It's just this gigantic, oversized, cartoonish hammer. And I like it a lot, so I'm just gonna keep swinging it. I want to swing it at everybody. Oh, and you can throw it too. Throwing it's a part of it. Hop back up and break the safe. What do I get? I get Soldier Cola and 2 umbrellas, I guess. So we'll move back onto the trash. I will pick this lady up since they're actually doing work for me. It's gonna have to wait until I take care of the slightly humanoid rhinos. And there's the feat, so you have to defeat 60 of them. If you defeat 60 of them, you get that feat. Pick up the nice lady. Nice lady helped me kill rhinos. Of course, I do most of the work, but that's why it's so fun. So here is the room in which you meet Wonder Girl and Giganta. I will let you listen to their lovely voice acting.
You're too late. I have already begun the ritual, with a few minor improvements. Now I will transfer my powerful mind into Wonder Girl's body, and the strength of the gods will be mine!
Ugh! What's happening? It's like you've got hooks in my mind.
It's working! It's working! I feel her power
Okay, so here's your first boss fight mechanic. After that hilarious dialogue, you have to pop these crystals in order for Giganta to return to her own body. So this is when speed comes in handy, just a little bit. Get out of her way. Do not attack her. Do not let her attack you. Just break the freaking crystals. That's all you want to do. Run around and break the crystals. Once you break the crystals, I've got 4 more. There's 4 right here, so of course, math works. Got 3 of them. Hit the last one. Boom. Now Giganta transforms back into herself. And you see this little timer in the shield above Wonder Girl's head. That is the timer for her stun. So when that builds up to 100%, she will lasso Giganta. So let's wait for that. I'm just tanking Giganta. I'm just letting her hit me all she wants, and she can't really do much. But now when she gets to 100%, she lassos Giganta. Giganta breaks out immediately. And you just need to just keep damaging her down. Wonder Girl won't do any damage to her, but the stun is helpful. Now, Giganta doesn't have any powers or abilities. All she has is that melee attack. So, you just eat that melee attack. If you are taking damage from her, you can hold down block and she will melee you so much that she will eventually bounce off of your block and take damage just because she's been blocked. But she is a very large lady. She is a melee brawler, and that's all that she can do, really. So she's down about 30% health right now. And Wonder Girl's about to lasso her again very soon.
You're looking a little low on energy without your powers, Giganta. Have a little recharge.
And we're about to hit another mechanic that we don't actually get to hit. So she's really, really low on health. I'm about to hit my hammer, and she picks up a rock. I think that's her enrage, and she didn't make it. So we just took care of that. I get some crafting plans. I go get the last collectible of the set. I pop level 12, and we are out of here. I'm a big fan of Wonder Girl's speech here, so I'm going to let you guys hear it before we sign out.
I hate liars. Anyone who cheats, or steals, or tries to push other people around, or make you do what they want just because they're stronger. But I especially hate when they try to make the whole world like they are, using their lies to make people into slaves. That's when I have to get all Amazon on their ass. Hey, it's true that might doesn't make right, but sometimes it sure helps.
So that's all we've got for part 3. Freelancer is at level 12, and we are going to wrap this up. I will be back next time with the Area 51 instance. Thank you very much for watching. This is Section 31 signing off.